Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I want to show you more mantras for the chakras. You can also see this as a variation of the mantras that I showed you on the videos that I made about the chakras. Okay, so they're very similar to the E, E, O, A, S. Yeah, those vowels that I know most of you already know by now. So yes, I'm recording my screen here. I'm just going to kind of annotate and show you as we go along. And yes, and sorry if I sound off. I've I'm dying of hay fever right now, but my ego is feeling more sorry for itself because I haven't had any kind of illness, not even a cold or a flu, in I think over like 6 years now. Especially when I found these Gnostic teachings. Even when my partner has been really ill with like a flu, and we sleep in the same bed and I've not got anything. So I can sort of attest to you know, the more energy that we can have if we really apply ourselves to all of these teachings. But now I have hay fever, so I'm going through a big test. um, and yeah, Uh, but and with that said, you know, there is one of the only times that I get relief from my hay fever is when I practice these vowels, these mantras during meditation. If I just went into meditation without any sort of pranayama or without doing these vowels, then my nose will probably still be congested. I'll still be sneezing. But if I do these, I start off my meditation with these vowels, these mantras. It's like I don't have hay fever at all. So, and I guess that's a good place to start here, because I will just let me just type these out. So we have the E, right? E, E, O, A, S. Okay? So this is the third eye and the crown chakra. And oh, I missed one out. Ah, ooh. Okay. Now I know a lot of you asked whether should I do the A first or the U first. It's okay. You can do either. Now, E is the crown and third eye. The E is the throat. O is the heart. A is the lung chakra. Okay, the chakras, and to do with the Akash element. Okay, U is the solar plexus, and to kind of connect back of what I was saying with me doing these mantras, the and the S in particular, they have great energy. And this is quite applicable, quite relevant to this video, because I want to clarify something about the and the S. Because as you'll see, the mantras I'm going to give you in this video are don't generally have the and the S. And there's a reason for that. So the is to do with the uterine or the prostate chakra, right? And the S is to do with the root chakra, and also to do with the ovaries or the testicles. So this is the and the S have a lot of energy, right? Because as you know, I assume most of you watched the series on the chakras and Kundalini. This is all to do with sexual energy. The bottom two chakras are like the generators of our prana. So now, especially for sort of advanced practitioners, it's not always required that we do the and this, especially if we already have a lot of energy. Now, when we're beginning, I think it's good to do these mantras, and these are the main mantras anyway that I've already taught on this channel. Now, and I'll leave links down below if you've not watched these videos. I made a playlist for them. So, what I'm saying here is that these two mantras, the and the s, give us a lot of energy, and a lot of you may have already experienced this. So when you get to this point, you know, when you're working through them, right, from top to bottom, and you get the and the s, they generate so much energy in the body, and that's because of this primal generator of prana in the body, this storehouse of the body. And as long as we're not abusing these centers in a negative way, sexually, especially sexually, there are other ways we can abuse it, right? Such as, you know, just not really being here and now, grounded in the root chakra, but more importantly, not abusing these energies emotionally and sexually. And yeah, you know, you can watch the root chakra and the sacral chakra episodes again and contemplate on ways we can abuse these energies negatively. So if we're not doing that, if we're not abusing them, and they are generally healed and quite balanced, then they're not always required. But as you may have heard, you know, I shared on this channel, I had a recent astral experience where, you know, my divine mother gave me or advised me that I should continue. I still need to continue working on the lower chakras, and that's what I do at the moment. I still incorporate these two here. So let me give you the first set of chakras, and just keeping in mind that the and the s, they also vibrate the whole body too, because they're so connected to our physical body. These other more subtle chakras above the and the s, they really are more precise on specific glands in the body, but the and the s vibrate the entire body. Okay, so let me start with giving you the first set of mantras, and here we go. I'll just write it here. It begins with ch, ch, chis. So I'll demonstrate for you after. This is to do with the ajna, ajna chakra. So let me write these first. So chis, ches, chos, chus, chas. That's it. And you can do this cycle in your practice, okay? You don't have to do the and the s, but as you can see, the s is already here. The ch, the ch, like chesod in the in Kabbalah, the ch is, you know, if you've studied esoteric Kabbalah and Hebrew, you'll know that ch is often considered, you know, quite a sacred and powerful sound in Hebrew. Okay, so this is Ajna chakra, third eye, and then the chest is Vishuddha. That's the throat chakra. This one is Anahata, the heart. Chus is the Manipura, which is the solar plexus, and this one is the lungs, also known as the pulmonary chakra. Okay, and this is to do with remembering ourselves, getting in touch with our being and where we came from, and also to do with, you know, if we develop this, this is to do with remembering our past lives. Okay, so that's the first set. It goes like this. Cheese. I'll just, do it relatively fast. Chess. Chos. Choose. Chas. Okay, and that's it. Obviously, prolong the sound of each vowel, especially. And for this one, it's quite nice because we have already that root chakra with the S vowel. Okay, so next one. I'll just write it more quickly for you. Here we go. This next one is... I'll just say it as well. I'll demonstrate it. In, en, on, un, an. Okay? And this one is, the on is very much like om. Okay? A little bit more on this later. The next one we have, and this one is very good if you're more focusing on the elements of fire, internal death, and also focusing more on the higher chakras, the developing your intuition, right? The third eye and the crown chakra. So it goes like this. Now, if you can't roll your R's, don't worry, but I will roll my R's here, okay? You can do inri, okay? But I'll roll my R's here, which is inri. I taught this in the videos of the chakras as well. Next one is enre. Onro, unru, anra. Okay, so with this one, it's quite nice because you get to say the vowel twice. Okay, and yes, I'm going to do more clarifications after I just give you the last set, the last variation, which is the following. And I'll say it, which is suira, suera, sorry, suora, sura, suara. Okay, now of course prolong it, so make it longer with the S as well. For example, if I do the last one here, suara. Okay, it doesn't have to be exactly how I do it. Do what comes best for you. And of course, these are all of these ones are following these exactly, okay? The order. So, and it's the same order of this, but, remove the and this. Now, if you want to, you can absolutely, when you're going through these cycles, remember we start from the top to the bottom, okay? Because the top chakras should to speak in a more frank way, they should dominate the lower chakras because these are our animalistic, primal nature, right? And these should govern these. When our lower chakras control our and possess our higher chakras, that's when we act unconsciously. So at the moment we're inverted, right? So this whole process is to uh, uh, inverse in the normal way, for us to have clarity over our unconscious nature. Okay, so yes, if when you're doing these chakras, you can absolutely add the and the s. Okay, so if we're doing the e, on, an, and you can do and s, and then start again. Okay, and just keep cycling through it in concentration, deep meditation. Okay, and another thing to clarify as well, if you are wondering, because I've seen the questions, should I do it mentally or vocally? You can do either. If you don't have any privacy, and people are going to think, what are you doing? Then do it mentally. But if you have the privilege of doing it outwardly, that would be very good too. But also, this is a reminder, I think I already said it, but when you're doing the mantras, and you're doing it for a long session, ideally, like at least an hour, you'll find that after maybe 30 minutes of doing it vocally, you'll find yourself getting a little bit sleepy in a way, a bit more drowsy. You're going into a deeper state, right? You're going into your unconscious mind in a clear way. You're in an esoteric way of speaking. You're descending into your inner earth. You're going down into your own mineral kingdom, or your own hell, quote unquote hell, right? To bring light into the darkness. And so when you feel that, you can start to do them more quietly, more slowly, and eventually transition into doing them mentally, right? So you start off with in, en, on, an, and then eventually, as you're coming to the end, or you're becoming a bit more, you feel so much stillness within your body, within yourself, then you start saying it more quietly. In, en, on, and eventually you do it mentally, and then eventually just silence. Okay, this would be a very good practice to do every day, and you'll advance very fast if done every day consistently. Okay, so there is just one more variation that I want to share from my friend, who I shared her YouTube channel called The Three Mountains. I'll put it in the description. I recommend seeing her videos too. You can start them from video 1 to I think 118. They're quite short videos, and I think you'll enjoy them. And I'll share the specific video as well, where she gives her kind of variation of what she does. Okay, so she likes to do specifically this one, in, en, on, an. I'll remove the M and the S. And she says in this video that, you can replace the in with Isis, right? Which is, of course, the Egyptian god, Egyptian goddess. And this adds the S sound, okay? So instead of the in, you can do Isis. And N, that's fine, N, and instead of on, you can do Om. This adds the sacral chakra vowel, the M. And then un and an is there, okay? But you could also just do the U if you don't want to do the N, okay? So, you can change it in this way, okay? So on her video, you'll see that she teaches Isis, and then En, Om, Oh, what did I do there? Oh, yes. Ooh and ah. Okay, so yes, I think that's everything for now. This is another variation. By now, I know a lot of you really enjoyed my videos on the chakras, and a lot of you are, vocalizing these and seeing a lot of benefits as well. It's really amazing to see. So maybe your uh, ego is getting tired. Obviously, the practice is to not get tired of repeating, to just surrender ourselves to the practice and without expectation, too. And just doing these for about an hour a day. If you can't commit to an hour, because I know that's a long time for a lot of novices, for a lot of beginners, um, just do what you can. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, even if you have to start from 5 minutes or 10 minutes, that's fine. We all have to start somewhere. But if you can do this practice for 1 hour a day, you will progress in a fast way. Okay. But yes, as I was saying, the ego gets tired, right? Of doing the same thing. So, if, for example, personally, I've just felt a calling to do this one, the cheese, chess, chores. I don't know. I feel the power in this one, and I really like it. I also add the and the s afterwards, or sometimes just the because there's already the s. But you know, uh, do it any way you like. And one more clarification is that you don't need to vocalize these mantras one after the other, okay? You don't have to do that. Let me just put my mouse on. There you go. You can see. You don't need to do all one at a time. Actually, my friend on the other channel, she recommends, and this is what she does. And she's very advanced, which you'll see if you follow her videos, and she's had a lot of success with it. That you'll see that you can also do e for maybe 5 minutes. Just carry on doing it. Just do the mantra e just carry on doing it for maybe you want to count that you do it for a long time throughout your whole breath, right? If you vocalize one vowel, one mantra, you can see you can maybe do it for up to a minute, right? If you use your whole breath, you carry on just you just keep going, right? Because that's really it's also taught that way too, that we should use the whole breath until there's no more air in the lungs and then continue, not straining yourself too much, obviously. And you can do it for, maybe you want to count like 20 times you do it, or maybe you just time that it's like 5 minutes, or just do it with a general sense. When you've done that for a few minutes or whatever, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then move on to the next one. And then carry on, allotting each time. So you're not actually cycling, you're just going through each mantra until you come to the end. Maybe you do that for 5 minutes, each one. And then afterwards, maybe you feel that you want to cycle through each one in a faster way again, as originally taught on this channel, which is go through each one one at a time. E, o, u, a, o, u, a, right? You carry on doing it in that way. So yes, you don't have to do one after the other. You can do, you can devote some time for one and then move on to the next one. Okay, so I hope this helps. Questions are welcome as usual, and I hope everyone is having a nice summer, and you can definitely do these mantras in the sun as well. So Yes, I will be teaching more variations of the Farah Own Mantra 2 in the next videos for astral projection. Um, and yes, other variations that I will teach. So, yes, I hope this helps everyone. Have a nice day and see you soon.